Hey everybody, this is James from the I'm Free Project. Remember to subscribe, share, and like this video. I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Go ahead and join in on this conversation and just tell me your stories below, because this one is really serious, and I think for me it really was a turning point in my growing pains, in my growing life, in how I got from one place to the next. So let's get right into this story. So at the age of 16, around 17, and I was just going through a whole bunch of emotional stuff and struggling with homosexuality and same-sex attractions, and not understanding, not knowing who to talk to, how to talk to anyone. And I said a couple of things to my mom and all that kind of stuff. And of course, with her understanding, she gave me, this is not God's way, but in my mind, this is the way that God had made me. And I was mad. I was pretty mad. I didn't understand, like, God, why did you do this to me? Why did you make me like this? God, why you curse me like this? And I was just all over the place emotionally. And I truly didn't understand why I was feeling the way that I was feeling it. And I was so hurt and pretty much devastated in a sense, because I couldn't figure it out. I literally and really could not figure it out. And with a 16 or 17-year-old mind, that's a lot of pressure to have, because you're already trying to fit into society, you're already trying to fit in with your friends, and to feel different and to feel like an outsider, to feel misunderstood. Then all of that plays a part in the psyche of a kid. And for me, it was very troubling. It was very depressing. And it put me in a place where I remember one night I'm driving, and it was raining really hard, and it was really coming down, and I couldn't really see. I could see, but I really couldn't see. And I was just driving through the city. I was going around 285, and at that moment, I was feeling so despondent, so detached, so downtrodden, so misunderstood, so everything. I was out of it, and I was riding around and I was crying, and I didn't understand why I was going through what I was going through. Why couldn't I be like everybody else? Why couldn't I fit into that mold of being a regular boy and this and that? And why was I not just gelling with other young men in the sense of being, like a regular boy, instead of having these feelings for boys? And so I remember as I'm driving and I'm just crying and just feeling so despondent that I'm going around 285, and some of you know where this is, and some of you may identify with what I was going through. I was going around 285 here in Atlanta, and it was raining really bad, and you know how sometimes you put on your slow music to make you feel even worse, and that's what I did. I was listening to my slow music, and I remember that I just wanted to end it all. I literally just wanted to just die right then and there. I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to just say, enough is enough. I wanted to say, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being misunderstood. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the confusion. I am tired of all of the drama that's going on in my head. I don't feel loved. I don't feel like people understand me. I don't feel like anyone knows the quote unquote real me. I don't know. I just don't know where to turn, what to do. And although I had went to a quote unquote gay support group, that wasn't meeting the need. All it was fulfilling some broken desires at the moment. So when I was in my car and I was driving around 285 and I was listening to my 90s mixtape, slow jams, and all of that, I remember I was telling God, I was like, God, I just want to end this. I'm done. I'm tired. I can't stand this. I really cannot stand this. And out of my, me and my other brothers, it was like, why did you choose me? Why did you choose me to have to go through this? And I'm driving, and every part of me wanted to turn my steering wheel off of Riverside Drive, off the bridge that goes over another road. I really wanted to just end it off, because it's already raining, I'm already feeling bad, and this would be a perfect opportunity to just go ahead and end my life. And I knew at that point everything would be over, the pain would be gone, the suffering would be gone, the confusion would be gone, the misunderstanding would be gone, the trying to identify with this and that would be gone. All of that would just be over, and I could get on with, I don't know, just the other side, I guess. Not even understanding at the moment what the other side was, but just knowing that all of this pain that I feel like it's been prescribed to me would be over. And at that moment, that song by New Edition, Boys to Men, came on my radio. It came through my speakers. It pumped through the speakers. I had the music up loud. I can remember this like it was yesterday. And when that song came on, it gave me a fortitude and a strength to carry on. It gave me a strength to understand that as a boy, I'm changing to a young man. And in order to become a man, you have to go through some things. And I remember what the lyric says, growing up can be a pain. You're not a man until you come of age. We've given up our teenage years in an effort to pursue our careers. Who assumes responsibility to have and to support our families? Who can protect us from harm? Is there anyone around who we can trust? And I mean, just repeating those lyrics right now is really touching my spirit, because I know what that song did for me. I know how that song kept me from driving off that bridge. And you may think, oh, well, James, it's just an inspirational song and this and that. But I don't know. All I know is that God used that song at that moment to keep me from driving off that bridge. Keep me from committing suicide, keep me from just ending it all. When that song comes to that crescendo where Johnny Gill is really going into that song, I mean, when he says life's responsibilities fall into our hands, I mean, whew, it really let me know that I have to deal with the responsibilities of growing up. I have to deal with the emotional pains. And when he says growing up can be a pain, it resonated with me so much. And I'm getting teary-eyed right now just thinking about it, because at that moment it resonated with me so much that it's the truth. Growing up can be a pain. And we have to go through some of these issues and some of these things for God to get us to the other side. And I'm so thankful for that opportunity that God allowed that song to come on right then and there to keep me from doing something that could have been so devastating to me, my family, my friends, and everything, and just could have changed you wouldn't be seeing me today. Maybe some of y'all don't want to see me, but you wouldn't be seeing me and hearing my testimony today. But this is a part of my testimony, and how New Edition's Boys to Men, that song changed my life, and how it kept me from driving up over a bridge one day, because the lyrics to that song and the way that it was sung and the inspiration behind it was so powerful for me at that very moment, at that very second, how it changed my life and how it molded and shaped me for many years when I didn't understand what I was going through. And I used to listen to that song over and over and over. And even to this day, I can sing that song and it just takes me to another place, in understanding that God brought me out for a reason. God changed my life for a reason. God let me hear that song for a reason. And to this day, that song still does something. And so my story is here to tell others out there who may be 16, 17 years old, who may be in high school, and they don't understand, they don't know what they're going through, and they feel like no one else understands them. But trust and believe that Jesus Christ understands. Trust and believe that God understands. Trust and believe that he has another way for you, and it's not the way of the world, and it's not the way of homosexuality. And while you don't understand your feelings, but just understand this, that feelings will change over time. Just give it up, turn it loose, and walk it out with him. Find some people to walk with you, and godly people to walk with you, and pray to God to bring those people into your life so that you can come from this point A here to get to point B. All right? So again, this is James from the I'm Free Project, and New Edition, thank you for this song. Everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. And I am here because of the grace of God and the inspiration that he gave whoever to write that song, Boys to Men. I'm telling you, it really changed my life. But with all things, remember, Jesus Christ is Lord. Peace.